Welcome to our third edition of Cypress Live. This event will be recorded and placed on the Owners Network for later review. If you have any questions or comments, you can use the chat feature, and we will answer your questions as we go. So we're going to start today's session with our vendor spotlight on BIC Graphics. And Matt Storlane is going to review some of the trends for 2017. Matt, thanks for joining us today. If you want to go ahead and get started, I've got your first slide on the screen.
Okay, well, thank you very much, everyone. Matt Storlane with BIC Graphics. I want to run through a few slides here, and then I'll let you guys get on with your call. I do want to mention a couple things. If you go to our website, bicgraphics.com, BICGRAPHIC.com, you'll notice there's some new tools on there. There's a section called Vertical Market, which I think would be good for every single one of you. There's also some new catalogs out for mid-year. There's a mid-year product review. There's a gift catalog that we just came out with. There's all kinds of catalogs. Remember that every single one of our catalogs, we can customize and put your logo on it. And you can email that out to your customer in a matter of seconds. So take advantage of that. Nancy and Jay have my information, and then our inside support person as well. So we're happy to help you guys with that. One thing I wanted to start out with was quality and compliance. If you haven't heard about any of these certifications or superior compliance, let me know. I can get into greater detail. But basically, the upshot is, when it comes to BIC Graphics, we've got testing for all of our products. For example, when we do orders for Disney, they have to see a product test on every single product that we do for them. It's becoming more prevalent in the industry, and it's something that you certainly want to be familiarize yourself with, because the products that the suppliers are doing, they have to have some kind of product safety, FDA regulated, Prop 65, BPA free. All these things you see on the slide right here are very, very important. And as we move forward into next year and years to come, you're going to see a lot more of the superior compliance requested from the different end users and distributors. So just keep this in mind. We've got this all over in our catalog. If you want more information on it, we'll give it to you. Just remember that we are completely compliant in all the different quality certifications and product safety. Okay, so now what you're looking at is some different trends that we're going to have for 2017. And you'll notice the corporate wellness programs, fitness accessories, technology-related items, and personal care and spa items. Corporate wellness programs are big right now, and fitness accessories are great products to put into these corporate wellness programs. So we've got them listed in our catalog under health, wellness, and safety. So this is a big trend. It's a big category, and it's also huge in a lot of the different programs out there. A lot of your customers, if they have a program with certain companies, they should have a corporate wellness program as well. And if they do, we've got a lot of products in our particular category that will fit into that corporate wellness program. Our technology items are second to none. We've got numerous technology-related items. And then when you look at our personal care items, we've got a lot of different items come from retail brands like Homedics, all the way to different bandage dispensers. Anything that you need, we have. But it's certainly a trend going into 2017. 2000 auto tool flashlight trend. You'll notice COB. COB means chip on board. It's a new kind of lighting. It's the latest, greatest lighting system that you'll see in most of our flashlights moving forward. And if you haven't heard of it, you certainly will. The days of the old light bulb are pretty much gone. So it's a new trend. You'll see this COB in a lot of different supplier catalogs. Just remember, it's chip on board. It's brighter, it's more efficient, and it's less expensive too. So a lot of our new products in the mid-year catalog will have the COB lighting. You'll notice the prices are way down from what they normally would have been with an LED. Daily use technology-related items, tech accessories for cars. We have little selfie lights that you put into your phones. We have a bunch of new cases with the retail brand on them. And then we also have good value prices on the multifunction tools. So those are some trends that you'll see for 2017 in the auto tool and flashlight trends. But here you'll see the 2017 technology trends. Bluetooth audio, our branded partners, which is MyCharge, power banks, interchangeable charging cables, USB hubs, and virtual reality. Those are all going to be huge for 2017. I love the retail brands, and we've got a lot of them. Jam being one of them, MyCharge being one of them. We've got numerous power banks and a lot of different tech items. They're all in the new catalog, and they're also all online. So that's it's a huge trend moving forward, and it's going to only get bigger. Now, when it comes to writing instruments, what you'll see with Big Graphic are the trends where we have pens with our Big Graphic logo on it. For example, you'll see on the left there, we've got pens, under $1 with the Big Graphic logo on it. And there's a lot of different styles, a lot of different looks. We also have a lot of different pens where you'll see stylus, tech-related, multifunction, well-designed, low-price items like our Dart pen, our Element pen, a lot of different fashion colors and modern textures. You'll see the bottom there, and then, like I said, all the Big Graphic-related pens will have the Big Graphic logo on them. That's 50% of the battle, is knowing if it's a big pen, you know it's going to write first time, every time. When it comes to sticky note trends, we've got some new ones that we came out with this year that have been doing great. The full color imprints, personalization. Remember, we don't charge. 1 to 4 colors, no setups on sticky notes. So you can get an order of sticky notes, and all you need to do is pay all your customer needs to do is pay the per pad price. The first one you see there is it's a 12.5 by 2. It's great for anybody who wants to have a daily reminder of what's going on. They can hang that on a computer monitor. You can hang it anywhere, but it's a great one. It's got Monday through Sunday on it. The middle one is an innovative new office use. It's got little index tabs on it, so it's great for organizing, putting your different catalogs. It's got a little tab that sticks up where you can put anything you want to. Rush, look inside, all kinds of cool slogans. And then the retail-oriented and influenced one on the right-hand side there, you'll see. That one's been a great one. We've actually done those sticky notes for newspapers, front-page advertising. The carriers will put a sticky note on the front of the newspaper and turn it into a coupon. So those are the 3 trends you'll see with our sticky notes. Outdoor and leisure, you'll see a lot of fun products, a lot of fun brands. O2 Cool, recreation-related, camping, beach-related, sports concepts. Hiking related, you'll see the cool little lights down there, little fans that hang around your neck. You go into a concert, you go into a game. And then the niche market with the hot appeal, you'll notice we have dry sat, and then we also have those lounge chairs on the right. Those are something new where you pretty much grab that and you twirl it in the wind and it airs up, and then you just cinch it up. It's in the catalog as well, but it's a cool lounge chair. It's a retail item that you do not need any kind of a pump or anything to blow it up. But those are 2 great items, very retail oriented, that are great for outdoor use. And again, these are going to be in the Big Graphic 2017 catalog. And then office trends in general. Let me get back to this slide. What you'll notice is some really cool products. For example, Bright Picks. Bright Picks is huge for us. What Bright Picks is in layman's terms, you can do a full color logo, and it's about a 10% upcharge. So, for example, full color imprints on that clip you see, it's about a 10% upcharge. It's a very functional product, and it's very inexpensive to do a full color on that. The middle one is a new tape dispenser we have, where it's a sticky note tape and a clear tape dispenser. Been one of our best-selling items so far this year. Great for desktop, and then again, you can also do a multicolor Bright Picks imprint on it. And then the retail influence and usability. You'll see a lot of different back-to-school products and retail influence products in our mid-year product review and in our gift catalog this year. And awards. We have a separate awards category and a catalog. So as we get into the latter part of the year, awards are going to be extremely important. Yes, I can tell you that. We just did a great award order. So we have low-price acrylics. We have white crystal, color accents, and luxury crystal. We also have a lot of different trophies. We have plaques. But just remember that we have all of our awards are in a separate category and a separate catalog. And our award category also has a separate phone number for customer service, because it's a little bit more technical when you get into some of these different awards. But these will be the trends, and I should say 2017, because these are all 2017 products. But these are the 2017 award trends that we move forward with this year. Drinkware trends. The next slide is going to be our drinkware category, and I just want to mention on this one, we've got a lot of different drinkware, 32 ounce, 30 ounce retail brands. We've got Bubba, O2 Cool, a lot of different products where I've tested them all myself. I've had ice and water in our mugs for over 24 hours, and they still hold ice. So the quality is exceptional, and we have great pricing. You know, one of our mugs, 20 ounce tumbler, $8.75 on the C right now. So the new trends you're going to see are the different colors. There's a diamond mug, the silver one with the blue lid. That one's a little diamond pattern on the bottom. And then you also see the retail brands with the Bubba and the water bottles on the left hand side. But those are some trends for us moving into 2017, and it's definitely not going anywhere. These are great sellers for us. And then golf trends. Right now we're looking, we're a little bit late in the year for golf, but there's a lot of golf tournaments going on right now. So as you'll see in the 2016 golf slide, those are some new products that we came out with for 2017, as it should say. Multi-function tools. We also work with Nike, Titleist, Callaway. We have a lot of retail brands, and then we have a lot of kits, golf tournament kits. Anybody here can offer it to the customer where we can put together all kinds of different kits, whether it be balls, tees, ball marker, divot tool, you name it. You just give me the price, and we'll make you a kit that'll work for your customer. The other thing I wanted to mention is magnetic koozies. They're great for golf tournaments. And then in the next few slides, you're going to see a lot of different colors. So these are 2017 color trends for bags, meeting, and travel. And these are pretty self-explanatory. You can just see the different colors, the teal, the burgundy, and the forest green. Those are all really hot right now. We've got a lot of people that go overseas to get the latest trends and colors, and these are the colors for 2017, even moving into the beginning of 2018. And then just some more colors and trends. You'll see the different patterns, the cotton toes. You'll see leather accents on the middle toes here, and then the stripe pattern. Those are all products that we have in our catalog now, and they've all been selling awesome. They're in the new product catalog, and again, these are the trends for 2017 and even the beginning of 2018. And then on this slide, you'll see the buckle closures, combo sets, and notebook features. We've got a lot of different notebooks in the catalog and in the new products catalog. And then you'll see a lot of kits, combo kits where we'll have a backpack and we'll have some, plastic houseware piece inside of it. And then the buckle closures, a lot of times you'll see it's almost a brass-looking buckle closure. It looks like you have to unhook it, but it's just got a snap on it. But it's very retail right now, and it's a great trend and a great look moving into 2017 and 18. Okay, last thing I want to mention, guys, is social media. We've got a department that can help any of you with your social media site, whether it be Facebook or whatever it is. We've got a person that can help you put different slogans on, put different information on. If you need help just in general with your Facebook site for your particular business, we have people that can help you with that. So again, get with myself or my inside person. But I just want to thank everybody for their time, and Jay, Nancy, Gary, thank you, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate your time this morning. Hold on, we might have a question for you.
Sure.
There's a question.
Yeah, it has a question from Chad. Do you have pre-made stuff that you can use for Facebook?
We do, actually. If you look, there's two different catalogs that we have. One's called Live Big, and one's the Vertical Market Guide. And if you look at those guides in a particular catalog, there's every single page has got a page called Fun Facts. So what I would say is give Chad my information and have him give me a call, and I'll walk him through.
All right, Nancy's got one of those books. She'll get that over to Chad.
Okay, yeah. If you look on every single page, there's a different piece of information. That's the information that you'd want to put on your Facebook site. That's what we've been doing.
Fantastic. Thank you, Matt.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. Have a great day.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys. Take care. Thank you.
I just want to mention Bit Graphics is going to be one of our sponsors at the conference this year. So thank you for that. And wanted to invite them on today to talk about ad specialties. I know some of our owners don't offer ad specialties. Personally, I think that's a mistake. I think that the ad specialty companies out there are getting into our market. They're offering printing. They're getting 4over and Zoo accounts and trying to step into our market. And I think it's short-sighted if we're not offering these products to our customers. Obviously, they're buying them, they're using them, and it should be us that's selling them to them. So just my thoughts on it. I've used Bit Graphics. We've used them here at the corporate office. They seem to be a pretty good vendor, and the product that we get is always of the highest quality. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was OSHA regulations, and hopefully everyone saw the article that we republished from Printing Industries of the Gulf Coast earlier this week that talked about OSHA on the prowl again. Apparently they're going out and hitting medium to small commercial type print centers and going in and looking for violations. So what should you do so you don't get caught up and find yourself on the bad side of OSHA? Well, on the Owners Network, we have a complete guide to everything that you need to do to make sure that you're within the regulations. We've got a complete safety program. So what I would recommend that you do is you go out and you visit the Owners Network. We've got everything that you need up there to get your center in compliance. Number two, I would appoint a safety coordinator within the shop, have them read through our safety program, our written program. And yes, it's true that if you've got less than 10 people, you don't technically need to have a written program, but you still need to have a program. Well, we've got the written program. It's already done for you. All you've got to do is personalize it to your shop. So you have your safety coordinator read through it, personalize it, and then the next thing that they're going to need to do is make sure that you've got a chemical inventory list. And then once you've got that list of all the chemicals that are used on a daily basis by employees, you'll need to make sure that you've got all the material safety data sheets. And those will need to be placed in an area where all employees have access to it. So once we've done the inventory list of the chemicals, the next thing we need to make sure is that all of our chemicals are labeled. And if the chemicals are in the manufacturer's container, chances are they're already properly labeled and you don't need to worry about it. The only time you need to worry about labeling your chemicals is if you're putting it in a secondary container. And a few years back, they changed all the labeling requirements, or they went to a pictogram system and got rid of the old four-color flammability, reactivity type labels that you used to see. All that information, again, is in our new safety program that is on the Owners Network. After you've got all your chemicals labeled, you've got your MSDSs, and you've got your inventory, next thing you need to do is implement a lockout tagout program. And I know some people think that might be a little silly for smaller shops that don't have a lot of equipment, but it is still important to have a program where you're taking equipment that is either damaged or under repair offline so nobody gets injured. And it's simple enough as just having tags that would be placed on the equipment once it's broken and deemed under repair, and then untagging the equipment when you're ready to put it back in service. Again, it's detailed out in the safety plan that we have for you, and all you have to do is customize it. So now that you've got your lockout tagout program and you've got your labeling, you need to make sure that you've got all your PPE or personal protection equipment. What does that include? That would be probably gloves for your press operators that are working with chemicals, perhaps your filtration masks as needed if you're using spray adhesives or things like that, eye protection, your eye wash station, make sure all of those are in order. And now that you've got all that, it's time to do your annual meeting. And basically, you take your written program, pass it around to all your employees, run down the list of each of the items in there, take a quick tour around the shop to point out the MSDS sheets, your eye wash station, the labeling, all of that. And then once you've done your review, have your employees sign off on it and put your safety program in the binder with your MSDS sheets, and you're good to go. You'll also need to repeat this step whenever bringing a new employee on board. But again, on the Owners Network, we've got everything that you need to put your safety program together. So don't need to spend a lot of time on research. It's all there, but you will need to have somebody spend a little bit of time making sure that your chemical inventory is up to date. You've got the MSDS sheets, and then probably going to take about an hour to do your annual safety review. But it's important stuff. A, you want your employees to be safe, and B, you really don't want to get fines from OSHA. If you have any questions, Gary is our OSHA expert, and then prior to Gary becoming the OSHA expert, I used to handle it as well. So you can call me or Gary, and we should be able to answer any of your OSHA questions. Next, earlier this week, we sent out a marketing survey. We've got a couple back, but I would really like to get a few more back. We want to know what your plans are for marketing for 2018 so we can formulate a marketing strategy to help you. We want to make sure that you're getting value out of the money that we're putting out there for the marketing program. We are going to be discussing this in detail at conference. So if you're not planning to attend conference, filling out this survey is one way for us to get information from you and address that and make sure that your thoughts and your wants are covered when we put our ultimate program together. So we'll be sending out that survey again, or you go look at your email. It went out on Monday. It's 9 questions, very quick to fill it out, but we really could use the feedback and the information. So if you haven't already, please take some time and fill out the marketing survey. And again, I know we've touched on this the last 2 times. We've got our conference coming up in just about 2 weeks, September 8th through 11th. We do have a full day of ICE-sponsored workshops on Saturday. We've got a business development program by Trish Witkowski, industry trends by Kate Dunn, and then a sales course by Bill Farquharson. 3 of the top names in our industries for doing workshops, so I think it'd be well worth it. If you're thinking about attending and you haven't registered yet, our room block is closed. So we had to close the room block about a week ago. However, if you'd still like to attend and you need a room, contact Nancy Arnold and she will do her best to see if we can get you a room at the hotel. We'd love to have more people there. I think we've got a good group that's registered now, but we'd really love to have more. So if you can find the time to join us in Chicago in a couple of weeks, again, contact Nancy and she'll do our best to get you a room. And then again, I'm going to put another plug in on focus groups. I've had several people call me since we've announced that we're going to be doing our next focus group in October that said that hey, Jay, put me on the list. I definitely want to attend. Well, starting next week, we're going to open the registration on that. So keep your eyes out. You'll get an email. You can go ahead and get yourself signed up. It's going to go back to the old type of focus groups that we used to have where we have a focus on the financials. We're going to meet every 6 months. Hopefully we'll probably do the first visit here in Houston, but then after that we're going to go out and visit the centers of the members in the group. Again, financial review at each meeting. And then we'll do some operational and roundtable discussions along with goal setting, and then follow-up phone calls in between the meetings just to keep everybody on track. So again, keep your eyes out for registration, which shall be coming to your inbox next week. Again, Google AdWords update. For those of you who may not know, we're paying for Info Group to manage Google AdWords, and this applies for all of our centers out there. So the results so far for August for all centers, we had 19,240 impressions. That means that the ad or your name came up on the page and somebody actually saw it. We had 576 folks actually click on centers, and it looks like to average about each week, each person's getting about 14 to 20 clicks on their centers. And then we have 33 conversions, and those are only on the centers where we can actually track conversions. And that means they actually, perhaps from a cell phone, clicked on your phone number and called the center. So we're very pleased with that. However, several of the owners have gotten with Gary and updated their keywords. And I highly urge you to reach out to Gary and get a list of the current keywords that we're using for your center and make adjustments to that. We found that people that have done that have really increased their the number of clicks and conversions that they're getting. So if you get a chance, give Gary a call, and he will work with you on getting your Google AdWords keywords up to date, and hopefully you get some more value out of that. And that's really all that we've got for this session of Cypress Live. Does anybody have any questions that we can answer, perhaps on OSHA or focus groups or the conference? Please put it in the chat and we'll answer. Anybody have anything? All right. Well, if no further questions, we'll go ahead and end this session. I do want to thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us this morning. Hopefully the technical issues went a little bit better this time, and we'll continue to improve on that. But thank you for joining us, and everyone have a wonderful day. Thank you.